Hello everyone, this is me, Dusty Circuit here, and welcome to some Fortnite with Skade.
Welcome.
Woo!
Woo! Are you extra today, Evan?
Woo!
Are you extra, Evan?
I'm just tired. Pardon me, I'm just very, very tired. And so when I'm tired, I will just sometimes say more outlandish things than usual. I'll be a little bit louder and a little bit more weird. It's a natural side effect.
Loud. Weird. I like that skin, right?
When I'm tired, I'm quiet, so that sounds counterintuitive to me.
I'm kind of a mixture of both in a weird way. Like, so sometimes I will be quieter, and then other times I will be a lot louder and just a lot more like weird. If I'm really tired, I will be.
Those are my favorite shoes.
If I'm really tired, I will be quieter. But if I'm just the tired I am now, I'm. Yeah, those are a good pair of shoes, actually. Yeah.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Just stop.
No. It's Friday. You can't make me. I had a good workout this morning. I'm pumped.
I had a very long
forgetting
shift.
to post.
I had a long shift at work, and I am not pumped.
Wow, that's sad.
You're sad.
I am. True, bestie, true.
Your spare time is spent talking to me,
You.
people like me. Yeah, that's a bad thing.
Oh, what happened to my life, Riley?
You lost it.
Where did I go wrong?
Your life has been over since you met me.
When did I make that shift?
You were actually happy before you met me. Okay. I mean, I hope more people show up, but if it's only us four, I'm actually not going to complain that much.
Same.
I can tell just maybe a lot of us, with all due respect, are maybe just a little tired of us playing Fortnite all the time.
Yeah, I know. I've had people say we shouldn't do it on Fridays anymore, but I love Fortnite Fridays.
Same.
Fortnite Friday is life.
I just find this, I don't know, I just find not only this game, but it's just, I find shooting games therapeutic in a way.
Same.
Rumble is very therapeutic.
Same.
I've even, like, I don't do it really in my spare time anymore, but there was a period a few months ago where in my spare time, after I would unwind for the day by literally just playing Rumble, just using the revolver, and it was just really fun. Honestly, not playing Fortnite Friday is like fasting. I just feel like as if there's something missing in my stomach and it hurts. Like it's like I think you know, my body is like, you know, you're crossing is a cage.
I'm sorry.
No,
Reminded me of this. Reminded me of the commercial.
You didn't.
My buddy.
You didn't get my Peter Gabriel reference.
Oh, I had tuned you out for a sec. Sorry.
Yeah,
not
it's
intentionally.
Okay.
I just, you know.
All right. Let me just finish what I was originally saying.
Okay, sir.
But my body, when I'm in like a Sahara, it feels like my body feels like when I'm in a Sahara desert and I'm dehydrated when Fortnite Friday doesn't happen. Even at coaching, I feel like I've got like a shiver in my leg, and I think, ooh, and I'm like, ooh, shiver me timbers.
Shiver me timbers.
I haven't got Fortnite. There's no Fortnite Friday. I mean, I'm okay. I am timbers. I am being a little exaggerative there, but you know, I think my point,
like 2% only.
My yeah, only 2%. But my point has been made. I do feel very weird when I'm not participating in Fortnite Friday, and it sucks that most of the time it's just because I can't help it. Today I could though. Today I was able to make it, and I'm very pleased I can make it, and I have enough energy. I know you are.
Very.
Like, did you feel this when you were playing, when you were on the Valorant esports team?
Oh, 100%. And I actually missed you guys a lot when Valorant was a thing, because the problem is that Valorant is just not my thing. Now, coaching, I do miss Fortnite Friday when I do coaching, but I enjoy I also really enjoy coaching. So for me, I just kind of think, it kind of sucks I can't be there, but I'm doing something else I really enjoy, so it's okay. Valorant, I never really enjoyed. I was more just there because I was the only person who could really do it and kind of needed to be there.
It was
And
a regional thing.
So it wasn't like as if I was missing out on Fortnite Friday for something good. I was missing out on Fortnite Friday for something I just really wasn't enjoying and really wanted to give a lot of my time to, but it was just kind of the only ideal solution at the time.
Does anyone have one of the other shotguns? I've got to kill one of these guys. Does anyone have the one shotgun? Why is this not hatching, man? Is it not hatching for you either? It's not hatching.
I have no idea,
Opening
like,
over and over.
if you'll ever be able to find the time to make this a thing, Evan, but I kind of miss when you and I would just, like, join, like a
random session?
Like a random Fortnite session and just play,
it's
like,
fun.
duos.
It's really funny you say that, actually, Circuit, because I was thinking that the other day. I was thinking, man, like, I miss when I had the time to just randomly, when I was in the mood, just be like, let's play some Fortnite, and people just join that. And honestly, I think more of that needs to happen on Skade, and I want to be a part of making that happen.
Put that down when we ask you guys, when we do our meeting about ideas, you know?
Well, honestly,
I meant just me and Evan. It doesn't have to be like a big giant thing.
But even still, like, I agree. Like, I miss the impromptu stuff I would do, and a lot of that's been for a few reasons. The first one is
I feel like it will just never happen. That we'll probably never have Fortnite on a what do we want to play day, and if it does happen, there's going to be some uproar against it.
But you know what? That's okay. Vote for it if that's what you want to play. That's how I feel about it, at least.
It's an event. It'll be and I think thankfully too. Like worst case now, we'll still do it if there's like an event coming up for Fortnite, or it's like the last day of the season, and so it's the last time to play before Friday. So it will definitely come up, but it's But I will definitely go back to trying to do the impromptu sessions I was doing, because I enjoyed them too, and the reason they stopped really is because, one, I was just really, really tired. I've been really tired. The free time I have, I've just not been enjoying Fortnite enough at the minute to go, okay, I've got free time, I want to play Fortnite. That's what I want to really play. For me right now, it's Dark Souls, and it's like other things I've been enjoying. And I'm engaging in a fitness routine now too, so that also has taken some time outside of the team. So when I do have time and when I am in the mood, and I will definitely do it. But one of the things but adding on to that is definitely something I will bring up at the Skade meeting, because I think a lot of people have this misconception that outside of the scheduled times, there just isn't any activity on Skade. Oh, okay, that's everything done for today. It's like, no, Skade is yours. Do what you want. If you want to play a game of Among Us at like 12 a.m. EST, play. Like, you have the power to ping and get people in. Like, absolutely do that. So I think a lot of people have this idea that it's limited. Like, oh, I can't do a ping. We just play when everybody else is playing. And it's like, no, like, outside of the scheduled times are just the minimum.
Well,
my
thing is I never dare to try to do that, because for a long time, I don't know, I guess I've just been conditioned to don't ping, because enough people hate pings that, like, I think that at least at some point there might have been a rule against it, but that might have been back in the old community. I don't know.
I think it would have been. I don't see, but we even have the ping is set up so that you can use it. Like, that's what it's
made for it. And so if you like react and give yourself that role, then you are saying, yes, I want to be pinged when not a Valkyrie says let's play, but like Evan says let's play, or Dusty says let's play. Like, so yeah, so there is that ring. Nobody uses it. We don't really know why no one uses it.
So say say if I have the Fortnite role, anybody has the right to ping me to play if they want to.
Yeah. There's two roles. There's Fortnite, and then there's the one that says Fortnite, and then it's looking for game. It's like LFG or something like that.
LFG, yeah. And honestly, And more people should
talk
use
about
it.
this more. I think people just don't understand how it works.
I think it's people don't know how it works, and I think people forget. Like, I think people don't realize that the games that are scheduled into the Skade calendar they are only there as a schedule, so that at the very least a thing gets played on Skade that day. But outside of that, it's whatever. Like that's just the bare minimum. So the stuff that's on the calendar is the bare minimum. That's what is set up. That is the standardized.
I don't think I even saw the LFG rule anywhere.
It's been a thing for a while. A lot of people know about it. But I was going to just really quickly finish my thought. I think a lot of people forget that it's the Fortnite Friday. That's not the only thing that you could be doing on Skate today. It's just not. It is the thing that is definitely on the calendar that people will definitely be able to join, and that is if nothing else happens today on Skate or nobody else is around, this at least still happens. But I think people forget that the rest of the day of Skate, you can play whatever you want. You can set up any session of any game you'd like. And I think people need to take more advantage of that, because I think that Skade could theoretically be almost never stopping activity. You could have people in calls all the time, because by the time one person leaves, another one's already joined. So I think it has the power to be like that, but I think people are just afraid to start that trend. I think people are afraid to do the pings.
Either that or just life... Or life prevents them from having fun on here, which has been happening a lot.
Lately. We've got a lot of skaters kind of in hard spots right now with life.
The worst part too about the whole ping thing too is I'm actually very confident on Skate, and I know exactly what it's there for, and I know exactly why.
You still don't do it, huh?
The funny thing is I still don't use it, and the reason is because I'm worried that people are gonna go, ew, why are you pinging me? Like, what? You aren't supposed. Are you even supposed to ping?
That's exactly my fear with it too.
And again,
how many people are just sitting there? Like, what if I was just sitting there not doing anything, and I'd be like, oh man, I'll play with you. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Like. You just never know. It doesn't hurt to ping and ask. You never know.
Well, the problem is that I don't think enough people have done it before. So I don't think everybody is fully used to it, because. So I guess I'm more, even I'm the sort of person who always rallies for people to join things. Like when I'm around, I too will kind of be like, actually, can I do that? Obviously, I can do it. I'm allowed to do it. It's what it's literally there for. But I'm just still I'm not gonna ping just in case people don't really want to get a ping. And I have to remember, no, that's literally what the ping's there for. Use it. And I think that's and I would not be surprised. I feel like that. I would not be surprised if plenty of other people feel like that.
Well, my biggest thing is pinging, and then one of the players that doesn't like being pinged scolds me about it or whatever.
Then you say, I'm sorry, if you didn't want to be pinged, you probably shouldn't have that role, because that role allows any skater to ping. Any skater can ping.
Yeah.
So I would say that if someone ever said that, I don't think they would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the people who really complained about pings and made it a huge deal are gone. I don't think they're even on Skate anymore. I do know of a couple people.
Yeah, and there really weren't that many. It was
there were two, I think.
Two people had a problem with it, but they had such a problem with it that it did affect everybody. And
they both left on their own term. They both left for their own reasons. One left because they didn't feel satisfied with their place here, and then another one just realized they just weren't a fit. And I think that
I think they had conflict of interests with Pride, and that's okay. We would rather you go than upset anyone here regarding Pride, because we take that very seriously.
Also, unfortunately, Pride is quite a sensitive subject too, because it's very much Skade is that one place where you can guarantee without any question of a doubt you can openly talk about gay stuff. I'd be uncomfortable if I knew there was somebody on there who didn't agree. I don't love gay stuff.
We're gonna call it just gay stuff from now on. I love that, Evan.
Yeah, for some people, it's literally their whole life. So that's you can't talk about their identity.
We have quite a few skaters like that. This is the only place that they can safely talk about that. So
it's funny because and it's interesting because I'm not when it comes to LGBTQ stuff, I'm not really as into it. I don't like the same like really popular, like iconic, like things that like a lot of queer people are into. But I still respect it, and that's the big difference. I'm not involved in the LGBT community because I don't. There's nothing about me that
you don't identify with the LGBT community, but you are an ally, which allies are the best.
Yeah.
Our friend Lou is a huge ally, and his wife, which is really cool to always see. They represent in their local pride.
I don't really. I think it's hard because I don't really. I'm very casual about it too. Like I'm not a. I'm not the loudest voice when it comes to that stuff either. And but see, and I think a lot of people. I think a lot of people kind of are too quiet, but I think a lot of people can be very, very loud. And I'm kind of a nice middle where I'll be loud when it matters, but I will just be very casual and just chill about it all the rest of the time. Like, yeah, I have gay friends. What? So what? You know. I think a lot of people have to make a big deal out of it. Like, I have gay friends, like, and it's like, no, you don't have to put them on this pedestal.
Like, do you also tell everyone that you have straight friends? You weirdo.
That's the thing.
A
like,
friend is a friend. It doesn't matter.
I don't see.
They're your friend.
I don't see any
identity.
Right, I don't see any sexuality or gender identity as an out or in group. I just see them as people. Oh, I'm friends with this person. I don't care who you kiss or hold hands with or what gender identity you have. If you're a friend of mine, you're a friend of mine. I'm friends with you because I really like your personality and I want to spend time with you or associate myself with you. I don't care what it is that you do in your spare time or the things that are personal to you. And I don't have to acknowledge those things either. Those are your things.
Yeehaw.
My aim when I'm a parent is I don't even want my if I have a child, I don't want them to even feel like they have to announce to me that they're gay. I just want them to be able to just casually one day they feel like bringing a boy home, and they're a guy, they bring a boy home. They're a girl, they bring a girl home. I want them to feel like I want it to feel so normalized to them that they don't even have to come out to me because they just know. Like it's just an unconscious like. I don't care who they're with. One day they were dating a woman, and now they're dating a guy. Oh, that's great. I'm none the wiser, you know.
Yep. And that's how it should be for everybody. It literally should be that. All families. It breaks my heart, like on TikTok, when I see, these teens just bawling their eyes out because their mom or dad kicked them out because they're gay or trans.
Yeah.
But what is so cool is the TikTok community always wraps around them. And it's like, hi, I'm your new sister. Hi, I'm your new mom. I'm your new this. I'm your new that. And it's so crazy to see this like overwhelming support that, they now have 20,000 new family members, which is really cool. But it doesn't take away how hard it is when you close your phone. When you turn your phone off and those people are not there anymore. Now you're just stuck with your family.
I think coming out is important, but I think people forget the only reason that coming out is important is because we still don't have a culture yet where it is 100% safe to just do those things without having to answer to anyone. Well, and this is the flaw with society.
You're like, we knew.
and this is the flaw with society because if we really had this stuff figured out and we were never bad at like handling this sort of thing, coming out would never have even existed. Because one minute you'd see your neighbor Phil with a woman, and then like 3 months later, when they've broken up, he's now with a guy, and I think and it's sad that our culture is such where like but I agree, it definitely is a rite of passage, and it definitely is because there are still an ungodly amount of people in the world who do not for 1 second accept it. So sometimes coming out isn't even more of a fear thing, it's more of this is who I am, and there's just no stopping it. Like, this is just what I am, and and I'm happy like this. And I think it's important for them too, isn't it? Like, I think that it's them also kind of, although they're being honest with their family, they're also being very honest with themselves. They're being
honest with themselves. That was me when I did it. And it was like, I didn't have to say anything. I could have never had said anything to anybody in my whole life. Mm-hmm. It wasn't for everyone else. It was for myself. Yeah, exactly. And I tell you, there's something really free and like empowering about the ability to be able to say out loud something that you are terrified to do or say, or you're afraid of how someone is going to react. It's a very because I'll tell you, living with that fear all the time is a lot worse, at least for me, than than it was just trying to get brave and hit enter on
Oh,
that
of course,
post.
yeah. Yeah,
So-
absolutely. And I think, and that's a side of it that I won't ever understand truly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but it's
Maybe.
but no,
I'm
well,
just
maybe,
You never
maybe.
know.
I feel like if there was an identity lingering in there somewhere, I think I'd have found it by now. I don't think I'd be. I do sometimes say to people that I mean, although I very confidently and very and I have, there's nothing to me inaccurate about somebody calling me a guy. I think that gender is such a strange and kind of self-contained concept. I don't think that a personality can be. I've already said this. I don't think that you can summarize a person based on gender, because gender is just their role and the way they act and the way they kind of like express themselves. And I don't think there's any true way you can. And obviously we have the labels, but I think
It's true.
like,
There's a lot. That's very, very, very true. What you
Yeah.
just said. Some of the most sensitive, feminine friends I've ever had are men, and then I have, you know, me growing up. I had a very tough, you know, personality, like very tough
Yeah.
and had to be tough as nails. Like
and
I
sometimes
would have been seen, you know,
You
very
would've- yeah.
masculine, if anything.
and it's
But
funny
it's not
because
because I am. It's only
No.
because that is what someone at some point in time in history deemed. You
they
know,
decided it. Well,
they
and
decided
this is,
that that's what
and-
that is.
And this is kind of why I say to people, I will never ever necessarily label myself as agendered, or I will never I will never tell people I am non-binary. I don't really feel like that. But I also just don't think. But then I kind of see it as, if gender wasn't a thing that existed, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't really align myself with anything. But because gender does exist, and because I've always been called a guy, because I've always been known as a guy, and it's never felt wrong, I will never, like, I don't care if people call me. I disagree with she, her. If you call me a she or a
You
or
do
a
not
her,
feel
I
feminine.
will-
You do not feel like a she.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I
if
get that.
but if you call me a they, or you call me a he, both are perfectly fine with me. So I will never. I don't think I fit in the LGBT community based on that. That to me is just
Fit in
more
as
of a
an ally.
I fit in as an ally, and my perspective on gender is more of a philosophical one than an actual. I say this because I feel like this identity. Like, no, I don't think identities. I feel like identities only exist now because they were kind of forced to exist thanks to the way we created these boxes of female and male, and so now we break out of them by trying to say, no, I'm this. I think that in reality, in the most biological way imaginable, we are just whatever we are. And the best part too is, like, there are days where I'm more masculine than I am feminine, but there are days where somebody could argue I'm being more feminine than masculine, and that is based on my mood. That's based on how I speak to people. There are days where I'm very sensitive and I'm very emotional, but there are days where I'm very, like, stoic and I'm very quote unquote manly. And I think that sometimes, and that's another thing, those are all things that you define as something connected to a gender, but sometimes it's just the day you're having, like, legitimately. And that's not, again, me saying I'm anything like gender fluid, but I think that, you know, I think that we all, I think
You're
what
just
I'm trying
Evan.
to say,
Is the thing is, you're just Evan, and and sometimes when you try, it's kind of like that. Even goes as far as the whole, oh, you know, pink is for girls and blue is for boys. But what happens when you get a group of girls that are like, we actually hate the color pink? Oh, are you gay?
yeah,
No, I'm a female.
exactly, yeah.
I'm attracted to males, but I don't like the color
Yep.
pink. And I think because the media, or just mainstream, I guess is a better word. The world has set this criteria. It's caused us to really, I don't know. It's caused a lot of problems.
It's created
Instead of
this
just being
kind of
you.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be yourself. You kind of have to clarify to people, oh, I'm acting like this because I'm a guy. Oh, I'm saying that because I'm a girl.
Or
Like, no,
feeling you have to do something. Oh, I have to play football, I guess, because I'm a guy.
exactly.
And my dad says all the boys
should-
play football, but I really want to do dance. Like,
societal.
what are you, gay? No, I'm 8.
Society will truly evolve when we're able to look at a guy in a ballet costume and say that's completely normal, and not
Yeah, and
question why a
masculine.
guy is doing it.
Or
Right.
whatever. It's not masculine or feminine. It just
Yeah.
is. It's like we
And
just
I-
really need to get rid of those terms. In
And
a
I
sense.
like, and the funny thing is, I like very quote unquote masculine things, but I also don't like a lot of masculine things. Like, I'm very into particular old-fashioned thing. We could argue that's very masculine, but at the same time,
Like
I'm
monocles and
right. I'm a very like I have a lot of resemblance to an aristocrat from a very long time ago, and so you could argue that's masculine, but what about the other aspects? So, as you say, I'm just Evan, and I think that when you say it with gender, and so my point there is exactly that. I'm Evan, and so I consider gender irrelevant because I don't think that that will never fully summarize my personality even slightly. The pronouns I just use because that's normal to me, and that's just what I'm fine with. But no, if I had to really break it down to you, I would say I'm not a gender. I'm just a person. I'm just a guy. I'm just a what? Well, a gender neutral guy. I'm just a person. I'm just Evan, and so I only confirm to the male labels because when I really look at the definitions of gender and all that kind of stuff, I legitimately look at myself and I go, what is it that I do? What is it that I think and feel that guarantees I am a guy? Nothing. There's literally nothing that says black and white I'm a guy or a girl. There's just literally nothing. And so for me it's just kind of like I'm just whatever. I'm just a person. And so again, I will never say, "Oh, I'm agender, guys." Like I will never say that, but I don't consider gender relevant to me, and so it's just, yeah, I'm a guy, but does that really matter? No, it doesn't. That's my take on it, and it's a very philosophical one, but there you go.
I get it. I get it.
But I will say one thing to Skade. If I was to come out as anything, I already would have on Skade. Absolutely, because
long time ago.
A long time ago, legitimately, I would probably come out in the first month because I'm very comfortable with how I am on Skade. Skade gets the very real me, we'll say. So no, I have no reason to hide, no shame or anything.
Well, I mean, some of us, what have we been with since 2014? So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I knew everything about a lot of different people. I knew everything about Tom. I knew everything about a lot of people, and so it's, again, everybody who knows who I am knows who I am. There's nothing about
I know
me.
who you are.
There's nothing inauthentic about it.
It's me. Hi.
I'm the problem.
I talk too much about revolvers. Just
Yep,
kidding.
you hit the nail on the head.
Sorry, I was trying to really
Yeah.
quickly remember the name of the new revolver, but I couldn't remember
Mammoth
it.
pistol.
It's me, hi. I like mammoth pistols, it's me. That doesn't really go very well together.
No,
And
it
my
does
voice
not.
is going again. Wonderful. Ha!
I had to take an
Sometimes
old...
some kills just feel a little bit better. I don't know how else to say that.
At work today, I got a slight break from doing any jobs because I had to help. I took an old lady home to her house because she had a lot of shopping she couldn't carry.
Aw, that is so nice. Riley, remember that one time we were at Jack in the Box and we swore up and down it was Evan that was like giving us our food? Good times, I remember that. We sent you a picture, didn't we?
Yeah, you sent me. I remember it. I feel very. I remember it's interesting because the old lady, like, she buys things in like weird bulk. She lives very close to the shop too, so it's not like as if it's like a long trip for her. She will buy like 12 bottles of washing up liquid. She'll buy like 30 of the same chocolate bar. Like, she just majorly will buy in bulk. And anyway, she had like a lot of shopping she couldn't carry, so yeah, I walked like the 5 minutes down the road with her and just made sure she got to her house okay with everything and all that stuff.
Very nice of you.
Thank
I mean,
you.
I know they would I know, like, they'll walk your groceries out to your car. I didn't know they'd walk them all the way to your house. Riley, we gotta keep that in mind.
It's not. It's very interesting because like we used to do like deliveries with vehicles. We haven't done that in years now, and we don't necessarily take. Now, if a customer asks very politely, like, "Hey, like, I'm really struggling. I have bad knees, or I'm really struggling. Could somebody just help take my groceries to my car?" Like, absolutely, one of us would do that, but that never really happens. We don't like. It's not like a service we offer people, say. But yeah, no, the old lady, she just. She usually goes with her partner, but her partner wasn't there today, so she just needed some extra assistance, and so yeah, I just said I can happily do that, and so yeah, everyone was just saying I'm like a caretaker. Yeah.
You're the you were probably her husband before her late husband in a different
Oh my
life.
god.
Did she
Jesus.
smell familiar?
I don't like you. I really don't like you.
You're like, Ben Gay. Or do you guys even have Ben Gay there? You probably don't have Ben Gay.
No.
Ben Gay's like it's like what old people rub all over themselves.
It's also what you put, like, if you have like carpal tunnel, I know that also helps. You rub that on like your hand and that helps.
It basically helps like joints and like
Yeah,
you know,
like
if you were to like have
no, we don't. Maybe we have that, but we don't. It's not called Bengay if we have it. I don't know what it would be called, but it's not. We don't have Bengay.
Is it Evan Gay? Just kidding.
I hate everything. There were these. I actually the other day, I think it was last week. There were these customers, and they were asking where the Band-Aids were, and I immediately identified they were from North America.
I got the last kill there.
Nice job,
nice,
sir.
Dusty. You know they're American because they said Band-Aids instead of wrappers.
And so I said yes this way, and I
plasters.
said
You call them plasters, right?
I said, and all of our plasters are just down here. And then one of them said, and I could just make it out. One of them said, like under their breath, plasters. I like that. And so after I walked past them again, because I'd already shown them, I'd already helped them out. But when I walked past them again, I said, "Are you guys from America?" Like I picked up the accent. I noticed one of you liked how I called them plasters, and they're like, "Actually, we're from Canada." I was like, "Oh, cool."
Oh, interesting.
We spoke about Canada for about 5 minutes, which was interesting.
Oh, excuse me.
And they were asking me about, I also helped these people from Malaysia. There was this guy from Malaysia who was asking what a really good British beer is, and so I pointed them to a Stella, because even though it's a French beer, British people are all over that. And I also told him the best way to go around the lake and enjoy all the views. He was cool. He was very grateful for my help. I meet a lot of cool people at work.
Okay, I was just thinking of you. I literally was just like,
she actually. It's funny.
I just glanced over to look to see if you were in the call because I hadn't seen you yet today. Hi, good morning.
She was thinking of you, Volky, but she was actually saying, "I really hope he doesn't join, and I really don't like being."
I did not say that. That's what Evan said, and I know you believe me and not him. I had a really good workout this morning. I feel like I'm Iron Woman at the moment. No, Riley's Iron Woman. Who could I be? Who's like the fat superhero that like can't fly or anything because they're too fat? Who's that? Is there one?
Isn't that a Bumblebee?
I was just trying to imagine what a fat bumblebee would look like.
I mean, bumblebees are fat. That's the problem. There's legitimately scientific debate on how they're able to fly.
Why are there no fat
so...
superheroes?
Because what do you mean? Why are there no fat superheroes? Why aren't there any slow cars? Hang on.
Penny. There's Penny from Fortnite, Riley.
Why aren't? Let me ask you another question, Blue. Why aren't there slow cars in Formula 1 racing? Huh? Why aren't there fat superheroes? Why aren't there slow cars in Formula 1?
I can't be the fattest superhero, but be the fastest.
Maybe
I'm the fastest and the fattest.
Why aren't there any doctors in the fire department? I don't know. Probably because they wouldn't be any help.
Hey, now Chubs peoples can we can do good too. No.
You're not fat.
I do appreciate working out, so it makes you feel really good.
I think
you wouldn't understand that.
I guess Mr. Incredible was a kind of fat superhero until he started working out again and he started lifting trains above his head. Yeah, that's a thing. I'll give you that one actually, Blue. There are some fat superheroes.
Yay!
They're not very good. They aren't as popular either. Usually they're quite muscular and they're quite fit.
Well, I'm going to make it so that everybody wants to be fat.
Very brutal but fairly accurate outlook. If I was told, Evan, you are going to be hanging from a cliff tomorrow, okay, and somebody's gonna come and save you. Pick the superhero who's gonna save you. If there was a fat superhero and there was a really muscular and physically fit one, I would choose the physically fit one. I'm sorry, I would. Like, if my life's on the line, I'm trusting the one who's clearly got more experience with this thing, okay?
But how do you know that they're the best? Maybe Maybe they're thin, but they've never saved anyone's life before. Maybe they're a noob.
Or maybe they really are they look down upon anybody who doesn't have superhero powers and also use laser eye vision and say yummers.
Yummers.
Do you get my reference there?
Yeah.
Yummers. and he can hear your heartbeat, and he's just an all-round terrifying guy. He's a terrifying character. I can't wait to see I can't wait for season 4. Need to hurry up with that. It's been more than a year since.
Feels
season
like it's
3
been
came out.
forever.
Yeah, it's been like a year and like 2 months now, I think. Very disappointing. Look at that new spill.
I'm very disappointed, Evan.
I'm disappointed in you.
I know. I'm disappointed in you equally. There we go. I'm trying to collect stuff. I'm trying to get all my tasks done. You guys get all your stuff done already? Like, you know, your stuff. You know, your stuff. Anybody?
Anybody?
Anybody do your stuffs yet? I can't think what they're called. Challenges. There we go. Challenges. That's
I
what I'm
don't
trying to
do
say.
challenges.
Why? Do you not like free stuff, sir?
I don't care for challenges.
I love challenges.
I play Fortnite to shoot things and kill things and not die. I don't. And also to laugh at you when you die.
And
To also. I mean, yeah, basically. I admit it, I'm not really a challenge person. I'm just not.
I like challenges. I like check marks. I like feeling accomplished. Yes.
I'm the most accomplished man on the planet, so I don't need further validation.
Your mom needs to stop lying to you. It's
Yeah, she really
gonna hurt you
does.
over time.
It's gonna damage. Like she was told me that I had a superpower, and I told people what my superpower was, and they just laughed.
Is it being
Very bad.
chubby? I'm just kidding. Sorry, it was just funny.
Can you imagine?
Did you really just start laughing?
I'm sorry.
What if you were like misproportioned? Like, what if your arms and legs were like huge?
Can
but
you
your
imagine?
stomach was
Can you
skinny?
just no? I'm sorry. Can you just imagine like somebody's superpower? My superpower is I'm chubby.
It is a superpower. Have you ever seen?
It's
me
not.
eat?
Your superpower
I
is you
can
would
kill some
absorb.
tacos.
You'd be a pretty good meat shield.
That's true. Hold on, we're talking about meat. Let me go put my meat teeth in. Hang on. Then you're gonna get the meat.
Dentures?
Then I'm gonna
Come on,
get my
bro.
meat sweats. Didn't you ever see that? Didn't you ever? I forget. You're gonna hate me. So there's a show called Hannah Montana. I realize I remember now. You said England didn't have it, but in a Hannah Montana
You didn't have to
episode,
say that.
I did. I had to. There's a Hannah Montana episode, and in it, Billy Ray Cyrus. That's Miley Cyrus's dad, by the way, in case you didn't know. He's dating actually a girl. It's Jan from the Brady Bunch, of all things. She's all grown up, and so not Jan, Marsha. I'm sorry, he was dating Marsha from the Brady Bunch.
I don't know any of these people apart from Hannah.
They were talking about because like they were going on a date, and Miley was like, I'm sorry, Hannah was like, you know, like, oh, you're older or something. He's like, yep, we're gonna go eat some steak. He goes, better put my meat teeth in. It was really funny. And in our house, we joke all the time about putting your meat teeth in.
Ugh.
But you were unfortunately not blessed to have Hannah Montana in your life as a child. So
I
you
was
don't
not
understand.
blessed to have cable TV where I could watch Hannah Montana. I understand
you're
this
no,
now.
because you're in the UK.
Shut up!
They're very anti-Hannah Montana there.
You know that we had Hannah Montana and I was wrong about that. Stop
How
rubbing
you
it
feel?
in. You awful, awful human, Blue. I hate you.
Evan's being extra
I like
hate.
it.
He'll help me.
I am being extra. Okay, I
Isn't
see.
he always?
Yes, but he's being very bad today.
I'm not being
What
bad.
is he doing?
Well, first of all, he doesn't know Hannah Montana or Billy Ray Cyrus.
I know
What?
Hannah Montana. I don't know Billy Ray Cyrus
How?
because I
You
don't
never
care
heard
about.
of the song "Don't Break My Heart," my achy breaky
It's heard
heart.
that.
I
No.
just don't think they'll understand.
I wasn't into teen pop songs, Blue.
It
Even Hannah Montana.
was country music.
Even if listen, even if Hannah
okay, that's it. We're having an intervention.
even if I did have
Evan.
access, yes.
Evan, like literally, I grew up only listening to classical music and like
and
those
in Belgium.
and Belgium music, but like those very posh music, and I know who he is, so you should
Oh,
too.
Look,
Okay, let me
I
just give
didn't
you.
even know the
Billy-
childhood songs others knew.
At least I knew who Alan Turing was.
Okay, listen, shut up. Billy Ray Cyrus was popular before his daughter Miley Cyrus. Billy
Yes.
Ray was a heartthrob of a country singer in the 90s. He sang this song called Achy Breaky Heart. And he had like this long, he was like the bad boy of country, but in a like what do you call that when men like dress really nice but like they're not gay? I can't remember the term. Like
Metrosexual.
kind of like a metrosexual, but like he had like the long hair, but he had a mullet. I should mention that it was all a mullet. But anyway, he was really famous. Okay, really famous. He was just this really. You can despise country music like myself and still have an appreciation for Billy Ray Cyrus. Okay, so anyways, he had a baby named Miley.
Yes.
Actually, did you guys know a little secret? Her name was Diamond. Her birth name is Diamond. She went by Miley is a stage name.
Yeah.
Although I think I heard that she did officially change her name to Miley, but it doesn't matter.
What were you originally saying?
So the show Hannah Montana features Hannah, who's Miley. So she's like Miley during the day and Hannah at night.
Yeah, I know.
She lives with her dad, Billy Ray Cyrus. He's literally in the show. And then a brother Jackson, who's not a real brother.
I don't know this stuff because even if Hannah Montana was something I had access to, which given that we were too poor to have cable, I didn't, I would never have watched Hannah Montana.
But Billy Ray Cyrus?
But I would have been 7 years old. Why would I? Or
It
like
doesn't matter. You would have been 7 years old, and you would have been shaking your booty to Achy Breaky Heart.
I am not that hugely into music, so why would as my
How did you miss all this? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
Please let me finish.
Okay.
And that's now. Well, if you keep interrupting by hurrying me up,
I know.
I'll
I
keep
need to
doing
tell you
it.
something. I'm
Shut
gonna
up!
forget it. It's about Jakey. Hurry.
My inclination for music is higher than it's ever been, so there's no physical way as an 8 or 9-year-old I'd have known any music at all. So anyway, carry on.
Okay, so Jakey, when I first started calling, they used to go by Jake at the time, and I started calling him Jakey, and then someone had said Jakey Breaky Heart, and it became like a whole thing where we were like, don't break our heart, or Jakey Breaky Heart. That was like a whole thing back a long time ago somewhere else. But anyway, but they don't. Yeah, but they don't like that, so don't do it. But it was pretty funny.
Okay. So you told me about that to tell me to not do it. Cool.
Yes. And
I
if you
would
look in
never-
Mission 1, that's Billy Ray Cyrus was like, I don't know.
Again, I would never have known who Billy Ray Cyrus is even as a child growing up, even with Hannah Montana shoved in my face, because I still would not have watched it because I never liked music that much back when I was younger. So look in voice chat 1. Okay, so the top GIF is Billy Ray Cyrus in the 90s when he was the hunkiest country singer. And the one in the bottom is him.
And then the other one is him in the show Hannah Montana.
Amazing.
So he actually got better looking as he aged, which is so rare. Hey, that's not a very good gif of him at the bottom, but he did. He's really hot in Hannah Montana. The dad. I always like the dads. Twilight, I also like the dad.
His mullet.
Yeah, the mullet was not a very thing. Another thing. I also really like the Twilight dad, and me and Joey both love the Twilight dad. So
I'm very glad that you told me about Miley Cyrus's dad. I feel like I've unlocked a new avenue of knowledge that I previously would have been unaware of.
See,
I once had a mullet.
That's Billy Byrne.
I'm not.
You had a mullet?
I've had a mullet. Yes, when I first cut my hair short, my mom just cut my ponytail off and didn't do anything else, so I had a mullet. That was but I was so happy my hair was cut, so I didn't care.
Hmm.
Be the
Yes.
same on that. I'd be the same.
I never, when I was younger, like, we're talking, like, between the ages of, like, I don't know, like, we'll say, like, 3 years old to, like, 11, 12 years old, I didn't listen to any music. I listen to more music now than I ever have in my entire life. Like, I will listen to, like, a song or two regularly every day. When I was younger, when I was like yeah, legitimately, like, it's amazing for me to listen to, like, any
I
more
know.
than
That's
3
why
songs.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, whereas when I was a child, I didn't listen to any songs. The only songs I would listen to were the ones that featured in movies that just happened to be there. I didn't go out of my way going, "Ooh, I'm gonna listen to a song," or "Ooh, I'm gonna watch a TV show about music." Like, those things just never occurred to me
With me,
and that's why. Yeah.
It's foreign to me. That's all I watch.
with me, I
YouTube
just
is-
had a very educational upbringing, so I listened to classical music only, and I never watched kids shows almost,
Well,
or very
YouTube
few.
YouTube has one purpose, and that's to show me concerts.
YouTube exists. YouTube,
There's literally no other purpose for YouTube in
Well,
my life.
this is actually the reason why I use YouTube to listen to music, because YouTube is what I'm very familiar with, and that was just for watching videos anywhere between a funny, like, re-upload of a TV show when I was younger to a really amazing tech video on something. And that's why when I listen to my music, I use YouTube. I just can't get into Spotify at all, so I use YouTube for listening to my
I
music.
also do not like Spotify.
Never understood
I
how,
listen to
like, why.
Spotify all day.
I just can't. I can't get into it. I don't know why. I've tried a few times now. Like, I think 3 or 4 times I've tried to just say, "All right, I'm using Spotify. I'm gonna do it." I just can't do it. I love Apple Music. That's my thing.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where, like, and that's why, like, you'll mention some celebrities and I'll be like, who now? To me, like, Hannah Montana's, like, dad, he's clearly like the Alan Turing to you. You just have literally no concept of who that person is, because why would you? It's just not something. Please, I hate you. You'll have now memorized every fact about him. But whenever I mention him, even if I mention him in, like, a passing statement to somebody else, you'll be like, who's that? Like, you literally are gonna do this for the rest of my life, I swear.
Probably.
Yes.
I'll be like 70 years old, I'll be like, oh, do you remember what I told you about Alan Turing? Who?
And I'll
Have
say,
you
who?
never watched the movie
on.
Blue?
Let me put my teeth back in, and then I'll say, who?
Yeah, basically.
Sorry.
Have you never watched the movie about Alan Turing?
What's it called?
Oh yeah, the Imitation Game, yeah. That's what I was telling Blue about.
I has
She-
not.
You really should watch it. It is a good movie.
It's a
Pretty.
nice movie.
It's Benedict Cumberbatch is in it. Yeah, who plays
Benedict.
Doctor
Oh,
Strange.
eggs.
Yeah, yes. No, it's not Eggs.
did
It's a
we
different.
lose?
That's a different Benedict. We lost Schultze. No, we didn't. We lost.
I think we lost anyone.
No,
lost
it was that
Oh.
Riley
Imaginary
moved.
friend.
Riley moved over to the other squad. That's what happened.
Okay.
There we go. Hey, now I'm party leader. Yeah,
What happened?
buddy. I don't know.
Oh, I sat out. My bad.
What's happening?
Just stay where you were. Just
Stop!
stay.
People stop
I just
moving.
I didn't want Volky to be by himself, so I moved to Volky.
Well,
And
that-
then
well,
Riley
I'm
moved
just
over, but then it sat me out for some reason. I don't know
Okay.
why. So we're 3
Alright.
against 2. We'll kill you guys. It's all good.
Stop poisoning my drink.
Competition, we're on the same team.
It is.
Don't tell him that. I'm gonna shoot him anyway.
All right, ready up.
We
Go.
are.
Okay. No, we aren't. Riley isn't readied up. It says on my
That's
screen.
not- Then say Riley.
No, I'm saying ready up because I want to single people out
I'm
because
a
I'm a horrible
narcissist.
person.
I'm gonna assume if you're just talking, you're talking to me. I'm just kidding.
That's because you're self-entitled. You need to work on
What's
that if
your
you're a
name?
narcissist.
Does your name contain 2 letters, Blue?
I'm sorry,
I
Riley.
do
This is what I get for keeping your name vague. I wasn't trying to single you out for not readying up. I was just saying, guys, ready up. And of
It
course,
wasn't
Blue.
me.
Blue had to make it a whole like contest between who's correct, and so I had to put Blue in her place by singling you out.
Everything we do is
Sorry.
a contest.
It's just it's We need to do that talkathon. I have a week off from work.
When?
Not next week. The week after next. We're doing it
That doesn't
then.
work for me. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I can barely know what I'm doing tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Saturday. We have a birthday.
I barely know what I'm
Oh, I don't
doing
have to go to
today.
it. It's my birthday planning.
You
session. I
actually,
don't
you're
have
gonna have to go to one sec. You have to go to one segment of it because we're planning dragons.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know which one we'll do first. I would assume yours first, just because convenience, and also it's not like as
Yes, it is first.
early in the morning for Riley, or I don't know, like
It's
I
gonna
don't
be
know what
early
is
for
easy.
her. Actually, it's not because she hasn't gone to bed yet. So it actually would work
But
best
actually,
to
the
do mine
if we
first.
do, yeah, we'll do yours first.
Then she'll just go to bed after.
And I think that, and
But
I
she
think
can't because
that
we have an event. So
the impression I got is at least like about half as big as last year. No, not to short sell you, just to give you a more proportionate build, and also that's Pokemon. That's all you know. That's all you're gonna
no, and I want Drew Barrymore, please and thank you.
get. I mean, I'll enjoy making that. I'll sign myself up for that one. I'll learn how to make Ben pixels.
No,
just so I can appreciate.
no. You're not to make me. No. You're not to make me.
Alright, I think you noticed how well loved they
Drew
were.
Barrymore. Hold on. I'm gonna pull an Evan here and say, can you make it that size, Evan? By the way, look at my desk. It's really cute. That's my Eevee that Apale got me, and it lights up. And that's Papa foil that came from Ghost. That's Papa gold foil on it. Mm-hmm. Looks really cool when you put them together.
Yeah, you're a very interesting person.
Yes, I've been told that a lot in my life. Thank you.
I don't know if
It's
that's
a
a good.
compliment.
Mm-hmm. Everything is a compliment. Thank you, Evan.
Especially when it
When
comes
it
from
comes
me.
out of Evan's mouth.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
I was gonna post a picture. Now I can't remember what I was gonna.
No, because you're forgetful and you're an idiot.
Skate Gaming. Did you know Blue added a video to their story?
Did she? No way. Oh, she did. She actually did that. No way.
You sound
Oh
like
my
Boomy.
God. What? You mean she actually did that? You're kidding me? Oh
It's
my
been a while
God.
since I've
Squirrel!
seen Boomy.
The squirrel was running around with the tortilla. It was really funny. I have more videos of it. I'll probably post like a whole thing. I'm gonna probably make a TikTok on it.
How are you guys doing?
It's really
Oh.
funny. The squirrel ends up taking the tortilla all the way to the top of the tree and then it falls. It was really
Oh my
funny.
God, that's really funny.
Oh my
Have you
God,
guys
it's so
seen that?
cute.
Have you guys seen that really?
It's a squirrel.
You guys want to talk about that really
tortilla.
out of context thing that none of you have heard of, but I know about, and I'm going to pretend all of you know what it is, even though you don't. Oh my God.
You could go look.
Squirrel
it
looks
up,
so
Billy.
cute.
It's on
Sorry,
my
Blue.
story. Mhm.
You know
Yeah,
exactly.
like,
Yeah,
but like we're not Instagram friends, Evan. Jeez.
oh my
Here,
God.
I'll
I'm-
post it for everybody.
Oh my God, it was so funny.
I
So
just
the other
saw
day
it.
I was at the supermarket and I saw a guy called Jeff there, and you all know who Jeff is because I hang out with him all the time, and you guys have also hung out with Jeff. And anyway, the barbecue was really good. And I wish you guys like what? What does that have to do with anything?
There it is. There's a video.
Blue doesn't understand my references.
I do actually. It's really funny.
I always love when you get tunnel visioned on what you're doing because you'll like momentarily go silent. And I'm like, did Blue even hear what I said?
Oh, I did. I hear. I was
Yeah,
laughing.
yeah.
I just didn't want to give away who it was.
No, that's valid.
I did post the video, by the way, so you can see. If you don't
Also,
follow me
yeah.
on Instagram.
Also, yeah, Riley, we are planning Blue's build tomorrow, so be there or be square, or if you want, you can be a cylinder.
I'm not gonna be there because I'm not in BD team anymore.
Oh.
Somebody is yelling.
You can be if
Outside.
you want.
Can I?
It's a lot of work, but yes. yes, you absolutely can. We're doing, oh, that's what I was gonna find. I was gonna find something funny. Evan, you're
There's
probably not gonna
also-
think. Evan, you might not think this is very funny, but I think it's very funny, so hold on. You're in for a treat.
I would want to be in BD team again. I have more free time again.
Okay, I can add you back. Tomorrow, Evan will tell you what time the planning session is, because I really don't know.
It's 1 p.m. EST, the same time it always has been for a planning session on a Saturday, Blue. How do you not know? How do you
I've
not
slept
know?
since then. my
It'd be
gosh!
like me-
I really hope I can find this picture again.
It'll be like me saying we might have a What Are We Playing on Tuesday. I'm not sure what time it'll be though. Like what? 3 p.m. every time. EST every time.
I love my neighbors. They're yelling for no reason. Like, not even coherent words.
Yeah.
What are they yelling about?
I don't know, it's just,
Taxes.
Oh my gosh! I found it! I found it! I found it! Okay,
God.
Evan, you're gonna hate me. Okay. Okay.
what?
Evan is not to be the big builder for my Drew Barrymore.
Why are you making fun of my building skills? I don't appreciate this.
And Volkies.
Oh my god, what is that?
Now, granted, this was Evan's very first ever big build, ever. But it was just really
know,
funny. They look like they're gonna literally kill you. Like, I picture their arms coming up like GoBots
It looks
or
like a
Transformers.
robot.
At least hey.
Boom, boom, and like lasers are gonna shoot out of their like
At least
rainbow.
At least I had the initiative to do it. Literally nobody else was signing
I
up for
know, and I it's funny. I look at some of my first early builds and I'm like, wow, I've really improved on my skills. I'm not saying your build was not good, Evan. I'm saying that you have definitely done a lot of different stuff since then. That is really, 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 really.
I'm not
really
really. Well, the other thing too
My-
is I'm not really good at those types of builds. I'm not really a person who builds like people or like statues.
It's hard,
or, like,
isn't it, Volky?
Yeah,
trying to figure out noses and the nose reminded me of a Tetris piece. I love Tetris.
My first build on birthday team was Evan's Coca-Cola can and the speaker.
Are you kidding me? That was
mouse thing.
really good. I thought it was
It
really
was
good.
my first birthday build, and like also that speaker phone thingy that I built free-handed.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, you're very good at big building. I cannot build. Mine. Do you remember, Evan, the one that me and Rosie made first? Do you even remember it?
the first one. That you and
So Rosie and I built as well. Remember, we tried to build it first before you took over. Oh man, I really hope we have pictures of it somewhere.
Which I remember
It
what
makes
it. I remember
yours
it.
look like they are a top model. Like it's
I
mine and
remember-
Rosie's version was horrible.
I don't remember. I remember doing that. I can't remember which build it was. I remember taking a build from.
It was for Peaches. It's that one. It was that right there. I'm telling you, I remember.
That's right.
Rosie and I had built one together, and it was horrible. And you're like, "No, I will build it," and you went and built it.
Yep. I would.
I
Ours
wanna
was-
do
ours
more
was
big
like-
builds.
Yours is like a 7 out of 10. Ours was like a 0.5 out of 10. 0.5 out of 10.
Yep.
It was pretty good.
I want to do more big builds. I'm used to doing pixels by now, but like, I want to challenge myself.
Do it. They're a lot of fun from what people say.
But I get so lost in the details. I will start on something and I will get so lost in the details I don't finish it.
I need to do a
That's
very
Evan.
big build for Autogamer. I actually need to get that done. The tutorial is 3.5 hours long.
Yikes. I don't have that attention span.
I don't have the attention. I'm gonna break it up into chunks. I think that's probably the only way I'm gonna. But see, like if anything, the irony is I'd probably build it faster if I built it from scratch. But at the same time, like I also want to get it really, really good, and I know I won't be able to build a build that unique and that design without following a tutorial. So it's kind of a catch-22.
Yeah.
Like,
Hopefully it's just got lots of pauses in it, you know?
It'll be fine.
like when I did that monster can for lamb, I was like so getting lost in details. Then when I saw someone else do it, I was like, I could just have done it simpler.
That was me. Are you talking about
Yeah,
the
but-
monster can?
Yeah, but I couldn't finish it in time, but it was like this monster can I made that was also an aquarium because it had a aquarium theme on it. so I didn't finish
I-
it in time.
I just remember doing it. I remember doing it. I think after you were done.
Yeah, I
don't.
couldn't.
I don't remember much of it though. I think we just
Yeah.
cranked it out one night. I think Riley might have helped me or something. Maybe she didn't on that one. I don't know. I can't remember what I did yesterday.
Saying, who am I again?
I don't even know. Who am I? Wow, that was rude. Did that thing just pushed me backwards?
Well,
It was you, Evan, wasn't it?
yeah. I'm hoping that tomorrow, I'm hoping I will be at the event tomorrow. I will definitely be there for. It's gonna be a very difficult day for me tomorrow because I want to do a run tomorrow. I have a work shift that goes from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. The birthday team meeting is at 6 p.m. my time, so I have an hour between my shift ending, getting home, relaxing, and the birthday team meeting, and then right after that, the birthday team, we have the event team. The event meeting.
The event is gonna be a ton of fun, so please be there.
Yeah.
Riley, the team has put in a lot of work on it.
Yeah.
Spare change.
That's amazing.
Have you seen this? Wait, okay, so they had it at the concert, but they sold out, and so Riley wasn't able to get one at the concert, and she's been keeping her eye on the merch store for it to come back. It finally came back, but it's ridiculously expensive. What is it? What is that? Who's that? It's not working. I hate it when gifts don't work. Oh, there it goes. Oh, my money. Girlfriend, you ain't got no money.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a tight fit tomorrow, fitting in my run between my shift ending.
That's
and
it. You're gonna have to do what I have to do. It's gonna have to do it, Evan. I know you don't want to do it.
Well, no, I already wake up at 7 a.m. I'm not getting up at 6 a.m. to do a 20-minute run.
I was up today at 6:30 a.m. so I could work out.
I'm not getting.
man.
You do not know me very well. I am literally the last person.
Oh, I
you get.
do know. That's why I'm saying it, because I know.
You know that I hate you. Yeah. I will do it in the evening. It's just a question of if I do it after the birthday team and I can't do it after that because it'll be too dark. Like, oh, it's just really.
Wait, can you not do it in the dark?
I mean, I can. It's not that I can't. It's just I don't really after a full day at work.
Whoa, that's really cool.
It's
After a
only
full-
in the shop. Sorry, Evan.
No, it's
Go
okay.
ahead.
No, you go.
It's only in the shop I am on, and it doesn't ship to America.
Of course it doesn't. None of the cool stuff ever comes to the U.S.
It's like a metal rock shop full of clothes and other things.
Oh, they have
It's a
ghost
really
stuff?
cool shop. Yeah, they have all kinds of fancy stuff.
I haven't looked at. The only shops I've looked at for Ghost is the actual, like, their merch shop, like, you know, the one that it's the band's website one. I haven't seen. Sometimes, like, was it Hot Topic or Spencer's? One of them sometimes has stuff, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that's the official one. That's the one that Riley and I look at, is the official one. Because they had the same merch at the concert. When we went in line to get the plushie, they had sold out, and they're like, it'll come back to the shop online. Oh, it's only on pre-order. Jeez. But a lot of people at the concert had them, so I understand why they sell out so quick. I don't know how many people were at that concert, but a lot. And like half of them had that plushie. Very popular.
To answer your question though, Blue, I can run in the dark, but I'm very much doubtful that after my full shift at work, the birthday team meeting, the 2-hour event team, or the event, not the event team, the event, I'm gonna want to go after that. I just think I will be far too
Well,
what's
how
the
about
word?
this?
Devoid
We
of
will
it.
plan very fast, and then you can take your real quick run before the birthday party.
Well,
I can't wait for you to see my new swimsuit. It's
I might.
You had a part in it without even knowing it. That's all I will tell you.
I am thrilled.
It's funny.
The only thing I will say is what I could do is I could plan the build I'm definitely going to lead, which will be because I won't be leading dragons, that'll be Peaches. So I suppose I could always just I could stay and help plan yours, and then once that's done I can just get up the way. I mean I don't want to necessarily have to do that, but that might be the only way because I don't want to miss my daily exercise if I can, and it just isn't viable for me to say I'm going to get up before I would usually get up for work to do it. So.
Yeah. See, and I think I kind of have to do that because otherwise, later in the day, I'm just too tired.
It's for me
I'm more apt to be like, nah, I just won't.
Well, I think also if let's say I did force myself to get up at at the time to do the run, I kind of also know that I'd probably be so tired after doing that, and then a full shift at work, and then the team meeting that I actually don't know if I'd actually be there for the entire event. So I think that it would just kind of fall apart one way or another. So I think I'll just do. I'll just post some ideas ahead of time for dragons, and then I'll just step away if I can.
I'll be there for dragons, so
yeah,
we can tag team. I'll work out while you plan mine, and then you go work out, and I'll be there for dragons.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. And again, I feel bad for even having to do that, but I just know that if I want to maintain that balance, that's just what I have to do.
Yeah, no, I get that. Should we do one more, guys, or should we just call it quits?
Well, if you want to do, if we want to do one more, I can. But if you want to, okay.
No, we don't have outcasts for another 20 minutes, so that works perfect. Ryla Rose and Volky.
Rella Rose.
Ryla Rose.
Rolla Rose.
That'll probably be their first child's name.
Riley, I wanted.
Rayla Rose.
Unless it's a boy.
Riley, I wanted to buy you that last year, but it was out of stock.
Mitchell.
So I ordered it beforehand so I could give it to you this year.
Oh yeah, I remember that, Apil.
It's only in that shop too. It's like exclusive official merch.
We can just typing up notes really quick. Okay, there we go. Their stuff was pretty neat, I must say. The opening band called, and I always mess this up. It's like Amon or Marth.
Amon or Marth.
Man, they were amazing. Riley did not like them, but I love them.
I'm not so into them because they're screamo, but they're cool.
They're screamo, which is not per se a genre I typically gravitate
But the music itself is good.
The music is really good, and their live show was fantastic. Like their live show, they had two Vikings come out and fight, and they were hitting each other so hard that their shields were breaking apart. Like, it was amazing. Yeah, and then this big serpent come, this big sea serpent come, and it was just really cool. It was very, very fun. I'll post a couple of videos really fast.
My most fun live show I've seen must be either Kiss or Alice Cooper.
Ooh, both of those. I've seen Alice Cooper, but I have not seen Kiss.
They had fireworks shooting out of their guitars.
Oh, wow. That's really cool. I was surprised Ghost had so much pyrotechnics because you just don't see that much anymore. You don't, at least, I can't even tell you a concert I went to I can't even think of a concert that I went to in a very long time that had a pyrotechnic show. It was I remember having to look at Nen right when it happened, and his eyes got huge because you could feel the heat from the fire. And we were there were maybe two people in front of us, if that tells you how close they were to the stage. And we could feel the heat. It was hot. I was like, woo!
Pyrotechnics at shows is so cool.
Yeah, it really is. Let's see.
I'm just watching a
video.
video.
Oh yeah, that's her stuff from the. Oh no! I kind of sort of like some of his
Mummy
newer stuff.
dust. What
That's
the
mummy
heck?
dust. Yeah,
I'm
It's
not
a
even gonna.
ghost
I'm
thing.
not even gonna ask. Yeah.
it's a ghost thing. You
I'm
wouldn't
watching a
know.
video. I'm watching a video on my Instagram of a guy redesigning the Doritos like crisp packet to make it. Sorry, chip packet to make it look like a healthy snack.
Doritos
I
are
actually-
healthy. What are you talking about?
God.
Are you like one of those fitness people now that's like gonna shame me for eating?
No,
food?
I'm literally drinking a
Yes.
Coca-Cola and I'm eating chocolate. Like I am not just because I do a little bit of exercise now does not make me an authority. Nor do I view myself as high and mighty and all like, oh, you can't have too many
Well-
carbs. You gotta get your vitamins in.
Evan,
Your vitamins.
a lot of people of you don't have
Vitamin.
to do it yourself, so you can
Mm.
still do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I hate. I know this is like kind of backwards, but I actually really don't like those people on the internet who are all like, huh, gotta get my calories in, huh, protein, you gotta really get that power in, huh, I just had a protein bar, guys, I'm Chad. Like, shut up.
I Chad. But
You
nobody
work out-
listens to them, so it's okay.
You work out
APL,
twice.
this is when they sing the row song. I'm sorry, one second. They make you row. Now we didn't do
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Riley had warned me ahead of time about it, and we didn't do it. We didn't get on the ground because we're like, we'll never get back up. But it was really fun. So there's that. You didn't like any of them, did you? You didn't like anything from them. Oh, someone sat on your foot. Was it the drunk girl in front of us? Or the stinky girl in front of us? Was it the stinky girl? Oh, you wanna know what's really funny? If you go look at my TikTok of the ghost one, I think it's the one. Yeah, it's the one that's pinned. Some girl comments and goes, "I think that's my arm in there." And it was. Like, we looked up her TikTok, and Riley and I were both like, "Oh my gosh, that was the stinky girl." She smelled really bad. It was funny.
I was
Like,
gonna
really
say,
bad. She didn't have good etiquette.
I was gonna say before
Me.
before you putting it bluntly interrupted, I was gonna say I don't like how you'll have those people who like they exercise like for 2 weeks and they suddenly now think they can boss you around and really lecture you on health and like diet and stuff. It's very annoying. That's all I was gonna say, but
That's me. When I work out, I instantly expect my body to look fantastic. Anybody else after one workout?
I
Like,
know.
yeah,
but
it feels so good, and then you're like, but I look the same. Nobody else.
I would.
Just me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do. Well, I don't think I should look better after a workout, but I do wish that I did, and I do think, man, like I just look the same. I feel like I've really just like carried the weight of the world on my shoulders and nothing. But I don't know. I
Which is
just
more of
don't.
a joke.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I kind of when it comes to that, I definitely have like cut down what I eat, but it's not, and I have improved kind of the stuff I do eat, but I still eat very unhealthy. Like I said, I'm eating a bag of chocolate right now. Like I'm certainly not exactly making the greatest life choices, but yeah.
You're living your best
I-
life. That's all that matters.
I have gained a lot of weight lately, so I want to go on a diet, but I'm scared. If I do it, that I will fall into eating disordered behaviors again.
So
So I'm
don't.
not gonna do it.
So we'll
But-
just add. You could just add in like some exercise to counter. You know.
Yeah, I'm
kinda
gonna
hard.
do that, but like my back is really hurting.
Hmm.
But I'm going to physiotherapist again soon, so that should help.
Abby's getting his foot MRI today. For he's had a lot of foot problems lately.
Yeah.
Did I
But-
see your text? No, I was busy looking for this video for APL.
I think my meds are causing my weight gain, by the way.
Oh, they do play a huge role in that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my
There's
gosh, that looks so cool. Those statues.
It was just so fun. Again, it wasn't really like, I'm not a big screamo person. I'm not against it. I've had, there's some music that I could deal with. But like, it was just their whole thing. He talked, he had a real here. I don't know if there's cussing in it. Never mind, I can't listen. You know, like when the bands talk, they just
It's
say what they
metal.
want.
What did you
Yeah, probably can't post it, but yeah,
Do you
it
know
was just
that-
really fun. I was really enjoying it, and Riley was like, get me out of here." But Papa was coming soon. That's what she focused on.
One of my favorite metal bands, Five Finger Death Punch,
Oh,
has
I
a
like them.
song has a song Burn and then something, and that's the whole song almost. But it's like the worst thing. It's metal. What do you expect, that they're not gonna swear?
Yeah, exactly. Gosh, even like Manchester Orchestra, Andy, the lead singer, my beloved Andy Hall, he doesn't talk a lot. Like he might talk twice throughout the whole show. That's it. 2-hour performance. He says maybe 2 things, but when he does cuss, and it's kind of funny because he's, you know, like their music is so like you just wouldn't really think that. I don't know how else to say it. It's really fun though. I like
They're
it when you
low-key,
get
they're
unexpected.
mellow.
Yeah,
Like
they're
mellow.
Well, he's a preacher's son, and so like a lot of his music is about the conflict of like religion and like wanting to believe. Oh, hi, Evan. Wanting to
Oh.
believe, but is this you?
No.
Hi, it's just me. Don't shoot me. He wants to believe, but like that, like, but then it's like he loves science, and science contradicts a lot. And so a lot of his music is about that. I mean, a lot of it, like pretty much every song. Yeah, a lot of people have that struggle. And so it's and I think he does it so beautifully. So sometimes people are like, "Oh my gosh, he like airs all of his and his wife's fights." And I'm like, "No, that's his conflict with religion." And like it's like people, and then once you know that and you go back and listen to the lyrics, you're like, "Oh yeah, it is." Like it's not at all like his wife. Poor thing. Probably everyone thinks they have this horrible marriage. Hi, you're looking a little muddy there, sir.
That's
Well,
you.
if they
You
have
look
a
buddy now.
horrible marriage, you could marry him.
Who? Oh, but they don't. Sadly, he's actually an amazing husband, a great dad. They have 2 children. They're very cute. He also, a lot of his songs will also be about his conflict of feeling like he could be a good dad. Because, like, their main song, look at that picture, Evan.
I see.
Creepy.
Ew, turn that around, sir. That's not your good end.
All right.
So his and then so like a lot of his songs too talk about that. Like the song "The Silence," he was terrified at the idea of becoming a father because he just sees himself as this messed up, crazy like person, and why he talks openly like, "I'm so sorry to pass on my genetics to you," is what he's saying. And he's just like, and then that's like the song "The Silence," which is one of my favorites of theirs. That's like at the very end, he like screams it, and it's like, oh my gosh, I feel that. Because I think a lot of parents, like when you first have a child, or even in the preparation for having a child, you just think like, am I doing the right thing, or am I passing along something that's gonna cause someone to have, you know, a lifetime of struggle? Sorry about that, Riley. But it's, you know, it's like,
That's why.
but it is. It's a real thing though, and like especially if, you know, I don't know, he's never come out about any form of like, you know, mental problems, but he does openly talk about like how he faces a lot of demons in his head, and sometimes his thoughts are not very sane. These are just kind of like lyrics he talks about, and so I understood and could respect that struggle he has. So.
Yeah, it's one of the big deciding factors in whether I wanted to freeze my cells or not. I was scared I would pass it on.
I can't do it. I can't do it. A buddy sat with me for like an hour trying to help me do it. I could not do it. Can't do it. It's horrible. And it makes me not want to complete any of the other ones because I just feel like, well, I'm a big completion person. So for me, it's like, well, if I can't finish it, it's like that's gonna sit there unchecked mark, you know?
Oh, nice. Hello, Blue.
Gone, so
Yeah.
Turn around.
Yeah. Because if I'll be more frustrated if there's only one thing that I didn't get done the whole season than I would be if I didn't get done with 5 things, you know? With 5 things, I'll be like, well, I just didn't get to finish it. But with one thing, it'll be like, I just couldn't do it. It was so frustrating. Here, APL, I posted, this is the last, it's posting. This is like the last 20 seconds of the Song of Silence when I saw him live, and you can hear in his voice, like, oh, I just love him so much.
Turn around.
I'm scared. Genshin is still on my plate of what I want to play. I just started playing The Witcher 3, that is really fun. Plus, this is my skin I'm wearing. See it? Hi, this is my skin. My Witcher skin. But you'll hear that line. He says, "Little girl, you're cursed by my ancestry." And he's talking to his unborn daughter. He says, "There's so much darkness and agony." I just love him. I like dark, strange, and unusual.
I started reading quite a lot of, I think I told people this, I started reading some of love.
Romance novels? What's your favorite
started reading.
romance novel?
Oh my god, that's so good.
Isn't it? You can hear it in his voice. Oh, chills. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead, Evan.
I hate
You started reading. That's
I
great.
started
I'm
reading-
glad you learned.
I started reading Lovecraft
What is
quite a
that?
lot. H.P. Lovecraft he was the guy. He
Is that a
basically was-
Minecraft server? Lovecraft?
No.
He was famous. H.P. Lovecraft was a person. He was an author who wrote books. He was very famous for the genre of, you know, like in like horror genres, you have like that terrifying thing that you cannot comprehend. Like there's like a beast that is beyond our comprehension that you can't see. Like it's not like a dragon or like a zombie. It's like a creature that's so horrific you can't even comprehend it. It's beyond the scope of what our brains can kind of rationalize. Yeah, that guy basically popularized that form of horror. He was very much a science fiction writer. Have you ever heard of the creature Cthulhu? Oh, well, Cthulhu is a very popularly known creature, and Lovecraft is the person who created Cthulhu, and he did a great. He's done a lot of things. Yeah, it basically is that. No, the Kraken was not made by Lovecraft. It's APL saying that Cthulhu is like a sea kraken.
Oh, gotcha.
But Lovecraft is a fantastic novelist who made a lot of really amazing, literature, and a lot of the stuff that we see today is inspired by his work. I was reading the other day. I was reading one of his short stories, where there's this meteorite that crash lands, and there's like a color in this meteorite that is just poisoning a well, and like all this really abnormal stuff happens. He's also the creator of the philosophy cosmicism, the idea that everything is insignificant in the eyes of the universe.
It is.
Yes, he's a fantastic
Did you see
author.
that photo that came out recently, or it shows like Earth, and it's like in all these bands, and Earth is just this tiny speck in it.
Yes,
And it's like
yeah,
that's. Have you
Yeah,
seen that photo?
was from
Yeah.
the picture that was taken by Voyager.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
it's-
I saw that the other day, and I've never in my life felt as
It's-
small as I did that when I saw that.
Well, also like another thing as well is the fact that it's interesting because I mentioned Lovecraft the other day, and I
you
started
did.
reading him, and he's a very good author.
I
And
didn't know he's an author though. When you said it the other day, I thought you were talking about.
He's very
Oh, no,
famous.
He is like one of the most famous. He was almost like the if you can think, he was kind of like the Steven what's his name? Not Spielberg. Steven not Hawking either. What's his name? The guy who wrote all those fiction like It.
Could I end my video here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching. It's been me, Dusty Circuit, here at some Fortnite with Skade. If you liked what you saw, remember to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see my next video, be sure to hit the bell for notifications. Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Ring, 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 ring.
Alright.